Getting another late start today. My equipment's getting tired. I believe our little excavator here might have got a little too hot yesterday, suffering from some heat exhaustion. But it's not starting up for us, so we're going through, checking all our fuel filters, cleaning some things. Starting to look like our fuel pump decided to take a big old dookie on us, but got to pull that thing out and see what's going on with it. We'll get her squared away. Look here what accumulated overnight. I bet there's 6 or 8 inches of water in this hole. My gosh. Have to hook our pump up, pump some of this out before I backfill this mess. Well, the old excavator lives to work another day. That's what it was. The old fuel pump took a dookie on us. Fortunately, Dad and I are kind of closet hoarders, and we had a fuel pump lying around, so we slipped it on there. She's purring like a kitten now. Finish up our ditch for a water line and power line today. Our ditch is dug, but we hit a pretty good gusher of water here, and we've also got 3 more up there that are just a gushing like mad. We'll get our pipe and wire laid in here right quick, try to cover this up, seal it off. We're going to use our stainless steel PEX fittings here to connect the end of this guy to my big old roll that I got right here, 500 feet. If this stuff isn't warm, it is a bear to lay out flat. But what we've got going on is all this water that might present a little bit of a problem. So when you get your stainless steel connectors properly installed, you'll see a little bit of green there in between the 2 pieces of steel. That green is an indicator that the pipe is properly set inside the coupler. Makes it almost idiot proof. And just like that, we've got a properly coupled piece of PEX. Now let's wrestle 500 feet more of it. And just like that, we got 500 feet of pipe laid. There probably was a better way to do this, but seeing how this is my first rodeo, I didn't know of any better way. So I got to work all these curlicues out of here now. Yippee. All 500 feet of water line is laid. The dirt that came out of that hole is pretty rocky. So we're going to grab some dirt off the landslide behind Dad's house because it's really clean dirt. And put a couple inches on top of all this. And then we'll backfill with our trash dirt we pulled out of the hole originally. Pretty good bit of progress for today. termination is complete on the camper side. You can see my piece of PEX stubbed up out of the bottom and my wire all coming up in this nice little box. How did I get that box? Oh, I'm glad you asked. That's a good story. So, story about the box. This past Valentine's Day, I was surprising my wife with a fancy supper. She didn't know where we were going. I just told her to be ready. So we got all dressed up, left the house, cruising down the road, and lo and behold, there's this box on the side of the road. So I warped it over, ran out, grabbed it, threw it in the back of the truck. Didn't even get a lick of dirt on me. It had been previously enjoyed. The lid was cracked. The sides of it were cracked. So they'd pulled it out of the ground. But anyway, threw it in the truck. Off we went to our fine dinner date. Had a great time with my gorgeous wife. But the moral of the story is, if something's going to be good for you and useful, you better take hold of it, take advantage of it, and treat it right. So here we are. Got the pipe laid, got the power line laid, starting the backfill process. Get this guy all covered up, buttoned up, and then next we'll get our pump installed, pipe our spring into our cistern, see what kind of recharge rate we get on everything, and then we'll be ready for water down there at the camper. Pretty good time doing this. But until next time, be well, my friends.